Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I'm George Clarke.
Oh.
Thought I'd add a bit of different inflection.
I
is
like
that the
Yeah,
word?
it is. It is.
Okay.
Well done. It is.
Carry on.
No, it's you.
Yeah, I was telling myself to carry on.
Oh, right, okay.
And welcome to the Useless Hotline. TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided to set up our own little business.
We did indeed. The Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or embarrassing they are.
But it won't always just be us. Spoiler alert, it is this week.
It is.
But other weeks it may not be. We may have a trial guest on, an employee of sorts. Will they get the job? No.
Probably not, yeah. Unless they want to come back, in which case... Still no, because by the end of that episode, they'll probably get sacked as well.
You know, keeps up the whole vibe of the podcast.
Yeah,
and everything.
it does. The lore, if you will. Should we get into today's episode? So firstly, the last time that I saw you, we were with Stephen Tries.
Yes, we were.
And I think it's fair to say that we were all a bit drunk. He was very drunk.
He turned up drunk.
I didn't realise how drunk he was.
The comments on that episode have just all been, oh, Stephen's so drunk.
I didn't realise...
Not actually gone up yet.
In our real time. I didn't realise how drunk he was until the end when I filmed a TikTok with him and he just didn't speak. I filmed it and I said, like, is it because... No, what did I say? I said, is it true that you're called Stephen Tries because everything that someone says, you always give it a try? And then he went, yeah. So I went, okay, Stephen tries to give me a kiss. And he just goes, like he physically can't speak. And I was like, that man's had a lot.
Yeah, that's what a Chris MD video will do to you. Video will do to you.
MDMA always does that to people. What did you say?
Nice, I see.
Oh, sorry.
Actually stands for Michael Dixon.
Does
Bit
it?
of Chris MD law for you.
Wow. That's really, Isn't MD something else, like micro doctor? Like them little tiny doctors.
Oh yeah, where you open up, take an incision, you go micro doctor.
Yeah.
You put the micro doctor in.
I've been playing on the PlayStation loads. I'm sorry, I just need to get this out because we were talking about what we've been up to. Yeah. I've been really into the PlayStation, like I've been such a gamer boy. Yeah. Well, I've been trying to, but I'm just so busy that I don't really have that much time. But in my spare time, I like to game.
What games have you been playing?
I completed it yesterday whilst I was really hungover. Ratchet and Clank.
Whoa!
Fucking love that
Good
shit.
Game. Love it at Ratchet and Clankers.
Sick game. Literally, and then I'm about to start the new Modern Warfare Call of Duty because I've not played on that in years, and me and Andrew did it, and I was sick.
Yeah.
Kill streak.
Nice.
Free for all. Team deathmatch. Gun. Boom.
There you go. That's proof that he plays the game. There. Exactly. He knows words.
Exactly.
What's your favourite Call of Duty gun ever?
Gun.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember the names of them. M45. Is that one?
That's a motorway.
Oh.
Isn't
it?
My favourite one's the A6.
There is some at M45, but it is the motorway. You're right. Yeah.
Mine's Oxford Street. That's my favourite gun.
MP45. P45.
That's what you hand in to...
Oh, P45 is when you finish your job.
Yeah.
You've been an influencer for so long. You're like, that's what you do when you have job, no?
You thought it was a gun.
Right, okay. I'd rather know more about being an honest working person than guns.
Whoa.
Yeah. Get wrecked.
The insults always carry the most heat when you skip through them. Sorry.
I wish that you'd go skipping on the M5. Is that a motorway or is that a gun? M5. Did we say M5 or M45?
M45. I don't even think M45 is a motorway.
No, it's not.
I don't know what an M45 is.
I reckon it's
This is a fun chat, isn't it, for anyone listening?
Right, moving on. But yeah, I went out this weekend. Do you know Brooke?
I do. Yeah,
I
know Brooke.
I know that you know Brooke.
Does everyone else know Brooke? That's listening.
Brooke Hewer, if you don't know her. Lovely girl.
Brooke Hewer.
We went for... Yeah, I'm ignoring that. We went for dinner with me and Andrew and then her and her boyfriend.
Yep, didn't get the invite.
Classic. No, you did not. On purpose. It wasn't. I was going to say like, oh, it must have got lost in the mail, but it didn't, George. It fucking didn't. All right. Yeah. Brooke was an hour late to dinner.
Classic.
Indeed. I was like, what is going on? to be fair, should have told her it was an hour before because she's late to everything. But we were literally sat there for an hour and they tried to kick us off. What do you call it?
What?
Oh, I don't know. I've not had a lot of sleep. I didn't have a lot of sleep last night and I feel absolutely fucked.
Up late playing Call of Duty, were
I was
you?
fucking ratcheting and clanking.
Oh, bloody hell. We'll leave what you and Andrew do in your spare time.
Hey up.
Behind closed doors, eh?
With my wrench.
Oh.
Have you ever played Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my god, I love that little mouse man. What's he called?
Ratchet.
Lombax. Oh, what a hero. What a hero.
Literally.
Yeah. This episode is not sponsored by Ratchet and Clank, but it
thanks
could
to the
be.
sponsor of this episode, Ratchet and Clank. Come on in, guys.
Imagine though, I'd love that. Do you like Pokemon? You like Pokemon, don't you?
I played Pokemon Go when it was a thing.
Is that the only idea of Pokemon that you have? Pokemon Go. Did you ever play the other games?
No, not really. No.
That is so upsetting to me. Like, I am obsessed with Pokemon. And
remember the Pokemon Go song?
No.
Do you not remember it?
Pokemon Go
that
song.
little, I think it was German or Austrian. That little kid.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Maybe.
I play Pokemon Go
no.
every day. I play Pokemon. No.
No, but I feel as though I was playing
classic
Pokemon
bit
Go
of
then.
meme history.
Oh.
What's her face? Hillary Clinton.
Yes. I don't know where this is going, but
where
yeah,
she
that is
goes,
a person.
I know the young kids are playing Pokemon Go.
I do remember that.
How about we make them go Pokemon Go to the polls? and the crowd went,
yeah.
Not really sure what she means by that.
To be fair, I like that. I once got in...
It did make me Pokemon Go to the polls.
There you go.
And
exactly.
vote Trump.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Whoa.
Obviously, I didn't. I'm not American.
Whoa. Okay. Why'd you have an American passport? And why'd you have the American flag tattooed I didn't have a lot of sleep last night. Why'd you have the American flag tattooed across your entire chest?
Because I love burgers.
And I
fat
too.
people.
Wow. Wow.
Oh god.
Oh god, indeed. But fuck me,
It's all right, they
Pokemon
won't
is
see
so
this, so
good.
they got this. What?
Pokemon is so good. What did you just say?
No, I was just going to make another stupid joke.
Awful. I actually love fat people. I love old people. Just
Nice.
putting that out there. Yeah. I'm also gaining weight at a rapid speed.
Oh, why?
I think I hit rock bottom last night when me and Andrew
Bloody
went
hell.
to bed.
Has Andrew been doing squats?
Yes. When we went, that was awful. We went to bed at 9 and we're like, we'll get an early night. Then Andrew went to the shop, got some Haribos and some chocolate.
Nice.
And the fact now that because I asked for the Haribos.
Is he a feeder now?
Well, the fact that we're now in territory where I wanted Haribos, he wanted chocolate, and he got 2 packs of each because he knew that we might want more after we finished the pack, each individually, and then ordered a KFC at 11 p.m. to my house. And I was like, I don't want anything. Like, I feel gross enough right now. Did I get a chicken sizzler? Of course I did.
Ooh, bloody hell.
Of course I did.
He treated you after the meals, did he?
God.
Oh, Max, do you want to do a chicken sizzler tonight?
Has he got a lisp now?
I don't know.
All gay people have lisps, do they? Wow. Hates fat people and gay people.
I just thought it...
Have you got... Do you want a chicken sizzler? That's what you just did. Disgusting.
I didn't think I went that far.
Disgusting. And I went... And the fact that to make myself feel better about my own bad behaviour, when the KFC arrived, I went to the fridge to get 2 lettuce leaves to put on my burger to make it feel healthier. And that's where I'm at.
Nice.
So I'm starting the gym this week.
Can you check how many Deliveroos you've had? Is that
I don't
want to
look.
Because I know people have done it before. I kind of want to.
Oh, I don't want to
compare
look.
who's got had the most.
Yeah, well, let me get mine.
Let's compare who's done the most Deliveroos. Ooh, producer Callum's
This
594 lifetime
Oh.
orders. How many lifetime orders have you had?
To be fair though,
Is it just where it says completed at the top?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's lifetime.
Yeah.
What's this week?
That's just the ones that you finished.
Oh, guys, mine is nowhere near as bad, but you have to bear in mind that I only started.
Oh, it's always good when you
Using-
come in with terms and conditions.
I only started.
I just like
using
everyone to bear in
Deliveroo
mind.
about a year ago because where I'm from, we don't have Deliveroo.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they don't have the
So-
internet up north, do they?
No, they don't.
Right.
I
What'd
only
you
have
get?
93 all-time orders.
Oh.
That's not that bad. In a year, I guess that is quite bad. I get it like every other day.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
I've got 60.
Oh, that's new.
That's
I've
new.
Shut up.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see
new.
when mine started.
Oh, George, that's new.
Yeah, mine started. Where is it?
I wish they did a Deliveroo Wrapped. As
that would be
opposed to a
great.
Deliveroo Wrap.
So since the 23rd of March 2022 was my first one,
All right.
and I've done 93.
Then you went ham. You and your
I actually got Nando's.
you and
Don't
your
do
hoe
that there.
phase.
Yeah, I was. I was being a little slut. A Deliveroo slut.
Pizza slut.
Wait, sorry, to get back to this podcast that we're doing.
Yeah.
I finished Traitors, and when I tell you, I've been on the biggest emotional I can't speak. Macaulay Culkin. What the fuck was I about to say? Roller coaster. Is it who's called Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
No way did you actually think his name was Macaulay? No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh my god.
My brain is
Who's
not
that?
working.
Who's that one that plays the kid in Home Alone? I can't Macaulay Culkin.
Oh no. Oh god, my brain is not working. But that show is what's taken my brain power away, because that is the best bit of television I believe I've ever watched. When I tell you I was on the edge of my seat every episode.
Get a bigger seat. Sorry, carry on.
And it was just a ride. It was just, you need to watch it.
I see. My problem is whenever anybody gives me a show recommendation, it makes me less likely to watch it.
Well, fucking grow up then. Oh, because you're so individual. You just need to make your own decisions. What are your own decisions? What have you done the last week? Because we spoke about it before.
Not a lot, but I haven't watched Breaking Bad ever.
Me neither.
There you go. So we're in the same boat with
What,
recommendations.
because I don't. I know that you do crystal meth in your own time, but just because I don't want to watch
What?
a show about it, I'm
Some
mad.
sort of documentary about my life.
I thought it was.
No.
I have a story about crystal meth.
No way.
I do, and it's not. That sounds really bad. I've never done crystal meth. I didn't even know what crystal meth was, to be honest with you. I'd heard of it.
Bloody hell, an awful lot of backpedaling here. I swear to God, I haven't done it. I've never done it. You've got no proof.
I thought that it was like an actual crystal,
Right.
and it would look like really pretty.
What, those classic crystal girls?
Yeah, like amethyst, rose
bit
quartz.
of methamphetamine.
Yeah,
Oh.
literally. Is that what it is? Methamphetamine?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, probably. I don't know.
Go on, let's go to our local
producer
drug
just went,
expert.
why are you looking at me? Right, let's go. Let's go to that guy who looks fucked. Here he is.
What are you on at the moment?
No, so I got with this guy. We met on Grindr, and he invited me over to his flat. Already
Nice.
bad. This is never going to end well.
Of course.
But here we are.
No, I
mean, you
not
always
gonna
have
make the
good,
joke. I don't.
good experiences with Grindr, don't you? You've had a few good ones.
I was going to say... No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh,
Carry on.
homophobia. See? Look
I was
at him.
It was too late to make the
Homophobic.
joke. Because now it just seems like a genuine thought.
Right, let's just move on then. So, so I go to this flat. It's really big and fancy, and I'm like, whoa, this
still talking about the
person's
flat.
yes, and I'm thinking, whoa, this person's rich. And then we start talking, and I had like a drink, and everything seemed a bit normal. And he was really, really good looking, to the point where I was like, he is way out of my league. Why am I here? But then I started to realize he was a bit of a weirdo.
Fishing for compliments again.
I mean,
No one's out of your league, man.
if you insist, that's fine.
No, that's
but
entirely believable.
yes, thank you. Wait, no. How dare you? And he started to then get this like pipe out. And I was
That
like,
is how Grindr works.
oh my God. But I was like, oh, what is that? Thinking it might be like weed or something. In which case I was like, because I hate the smell of weed. I went to
Yeah.
Amsterdam recently and it was everywhere. And it literally made me feel sick. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to like feel sexy if you're doing that because I hate the smell of
so
weed like I
when you're in
will.
Amsterdam, you meant nowhere near it then, I assume.
No.
No.
No, I definitely didn't call you or anything today when... No, I hate it. Shut up. Anyway. And there was one time... Shut up. And this guy is like, no. It's Chris. No, he called it something.
Chris.
I was like,
Mate,
oh,
Chris.
Chris. Hi, Chris. But I was like, oh, what is that? Because he called it a weird, like, cold name. And I was like, oh, I don't know what it was. Like... Selena. He was like, no, it's Selena. Let's pretend that's the code name.
Selena?
Like, I don't know why Selena Gomez popped into my head. She's never done, to my knowledge, she's never done crystal meth. I don't know.
Sorry. Maybe.
Allegedly, is that what we have to say to not get sued? I don't know.
I mean, it wouldn't be out of, the Disney child actors realm.
True, but I do not believe that Selena Gomez has done crystal meth.
Selena no mez. Selena no meth.
Selena, just say no, Mez.
Jeez, this is bad.
And he was like, "Oh no, it's this," and I was like, "What does that mean?" And he goes, "Crystal," and I'm thinking, "What is that?"
No, Max.
No, but I was still like, "What is that?" And then he was like, "Crystal meth," and I was like, "Oh my god, this is weird." And then he was like, "Do you want some?" I was like, "No." It got out like a blowtorch,
right?
And like this little pipe thing. And do you know like when people blow glass? And it forms this really like beautiful thing. I at first thought he was doing that, and I was like, "Why is he doing this?"
He was just making some glass in front of you.
Literally, I was like, "What is going on?"
1 second, Max. Let me set the mood, and then just makes you a little vase.
Literally, I was like, "This is so bizarre." And then he started to like do it. Whatever, I can't remember how you do it. I think it's like
shag the meth.
What? No, he did not shag the meth. And I like went to the other room because I was like, I don't even want to breathe any of this in. So we breathed it like off a balcony. So I was like,
to the other room. It was a weed farm.
No, but I was like, oh my god, I want to leave. So now I'm thinking, how do I leave? Like, what do I like say to leave? And then he started to get really weird. He started sweating profusely and got so erratic and would come over and grab me and be like, "Oh, let's just stay up till like 8 a.m. Like, oh, I love doing this. Like, let's just." And I was like,
I wonder what could have done that to him.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, "Oh no, like I think I've got to go soon." He was like, "You're not leaving, are you? You're not leaving." And then he like pointed at me and be like, "You're not leaving." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Went, "Oh, he's talking to me."
Yeah. No, but I was like, I'm going to die. Like, I've never been so sure that I might die. And then he told me that he is...
I've never been so sure that it's a probability that I could die.
Genuinely. And then he told me that the reason he has... Because I was like, what do you do for work? I was just trying to make small talk until I could, like, think of something that would... Cause bear in mind, it's like 5 a.m. I can't be like, oh, my mum's ringing me. I've got to go home. Like, it's 5 a.m. So I was like, oh, my gosh, what can I bring up? So I was like, what do you do for work? 'Cause your flat's so nice. And then he told me that he was a high-end, like, escort / prostitute for celebrity clients. And he told me that his biggest client was... Wait.
What?
I know. We're going to have to like blur and bleep that because we're not fucking getting sued by that individual.
That's a gobsmack.
Literally though. And I was thinking, how is that possible? Because I was so shocked. And then when he realizes that he's told me this information and he probably shouldn't have, he switches and gets really aggressive, comes over to me, grabs my head, and he's going, "You will never fucking tell anybody though, will you?" So I'm like, no, I won't do. I mean, I've just fucking... Here we are. But
I was say it on a podcast in a few years' time.
Yeah. But I was terrified. And then he started to freak out that he'd told me. And this is when he was really like dripping with sweat, having palpitations, and his heart started to like beat so fast that he was having panic attacks, and then thought that he was actually going into cardiac arrest. So he rang a doctor. Bear in mind, it's now like 7 a.m. I've been there for like over an hour and a half. Yeah. He rang a doctor that he just had on on call on his phone, who said,
I think
like...
most people have that if you type in 999.
Yeah. Shut up. No, but this was his private doctor who, like, he has on call 24/7 because he must do stuff like this a lot. And then he was on speaker and I had to, like, speak to the doctor, and I was like, yeah, like, he was doing some sort of, like, weird drugs, and then, like, he's now having a panic attack and he thinks that his heart's going to explode. So then, like, trigger warning, by the way. I don't know if that's a trigger. I imagine it is.
It was a bit late for a trigger
warning. Sorry, everyone. But I had to then wait until this doctor came, gave him this pill.
Bloody hell, that seems unprofessional.
And then the firemen came, and it all got a bit out of hand.
Bloody mess.
But actually, it was meth. Sorry, your lisp is acting up. And yeah, he gave him this pill that like calmed him down, and then this guy falls asleep, and then I leave. It's now like 8 o'clock, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I just had the weirdest experience of my life, but I lived to tell the tale. And yeah, that guy who is famous is shagging men, which you wouldn't think so, would you? But he is. He really
famous
is.
Gay person? No.
Well, he's not gay. Well, he probably is gay, but he's publicly not. So wild times. But yeah. Do you have any meth stories?
No.
Your life's a meth.
Well, there was this one time in meth that No, that was a little joke about the subject mathematics.
Yeah, I got it. Shall we move on to do our actual job for the day?
Okay.
Will you pour me a drink, please, kind sir? Thank you very much. For our audio listeners,
mug?
Could I please have? We have Malibu still, don't we? From when Chloe came.
Yeah, we Malibu.
Can I have some Malibu? And I've actually got a can of hoochie.
Yeah, I love these little pet names you give me. Can I have some Malibu?
I'm really into Miley Cyrus right now. I'm loving. Oh. For our audio listeners, George just hurt himself somehow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I thrust my thumb against the door.
Oh, just for our audio and visual listeners. And watchers, actually. This has been such a chaotic recording experience thus far that I really feel sorry for our editor because they're going to have to make a lot of cuts and it's going to be really interesting. So let's see what happens when the alcohol gets involved.
Yeah.
I can only imagine it's going to go downhill.
What, did you want some Malahooch?
Yes. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Oh, I'm also really into Dolly Parton right now.
I thought you were to say dogging.
I find it so sad that Dolly Parton's going to die. I already went through my dogging phase.
Die.
I know, but Dolly Parton, she's just such a warrior. And she's still got them massive tits that she carries around. Like,
they're hard to lose.
She must have such lower back problems. And she's like well into her 70s and she don't give a shit. She's such a legend. I love her. Cheers.
It doesn't
for our
seem
audio
like she's
listeners.
going to be Dolly Parton anytime soon.
No, good.
Well, hopefully. It'd be a bit awkward if she does before this episode comes out.
Oh, my God. No. Oh. Because I've said stuff like that in the past and it's happened.
What, about Dolly Parton?
No, she's still living. God, wouldn't it be a shame if George Clarke got into it? No, I was about to say something horrible. Sorry.
You wish death upon me?
No, just accident. Like,
I was going to wish accident on you.
Have you ever wet yourself?
Yeah, I would imagine so at some point.
No, like, as more of an adult.
I don't think so.
I definitely have.
You've wet my bed?
Yeah.
You've wet myself?
Yeah, I did. Cheers.
Cheers, Jeff.
Oh, right, I've just had the first
That's
email.
quite nice, actually.
It is nice.
I can tell by the noise that you made.
I don't know, I think it was just the strenuous lifting and putting back down.
Really hurt my thumb on that bloody filing cabinet.
Oh, no.
Need to send a message through to HR about that.
Yeah. For our audio listeners, we're just waiting for the printer to print out some paper. And for the audio listeners, if you've actually never watched it, then we do have a working printer in the studio. I'll let you know. Chloe was very impressed with that.
High. Highbrow.
Hello from down under, Max and George. I am currently...
It's my kind of story.
Oh, I am currently in my final year of high school, and after a bad experience with Balegde, and after a bad experience with Smirnoff and a few hookups I don't remember, I've decided to be sober for the year, even though I'm turning 18. I was just wondering whether either of you had any advice for dealing with peer pressure and not giving in to drinking. Thanks a bunch, Sadie.
This seems like a good enough time as any to reveal that this is an intervention, Max. You need to stop. Your drinking habits are getting out of hand. You need to learn to say no.
No.
Well, there we go. Problem solved.
Do you know, people actually think I'm a full-blown alcoholic. Like, that is a very common thing that I get sent to me often. Just putting that out there. That's the end of the story. No, but I want people to know...
It's mental how good a judge of character people are.
I don't actually drink anywhere near as often as people think that I do. When we shoot the podcast, we'll have a drink.
Yep.
That's once a week. And then maybe I'll go out on a weekend.
Yep,
twice a week. That's it.
That's
but people... no, it's not.
Tell that to a doctor and he'll hate you.
I don't give a shit. Hate you too, doctor. But I don't drink
the
anywhere near.
POV the Daleks, eh?
When I first started to do this as my job, I did find myself drinking a lot because I would go to events and have a drink, or even if you go to a movie premiere, they give you a glass. And then I'd find that, like, because I was meeting so many new people, like you, like the other friends that we've got.
You drink to get through that.
Of course. But like when you're there and even if you're tired and you were out last night and then you go into a movie premiere and you're nervous and you're like, oh my, they give you a glass of champagne, you're going to have it. And then you just take the bottle. Oh my God, it's so difficult.
It's such a horrible night. Now let's go to a movie premiere.
No, I love it. I love that. But I found myself drinking a lot So then, now when I go to things, I just don't drink anymore, and I found it very empowering actually. And I've started
never been to somewhere where there's drink and you haven't drunk.
That is a lie.
Give me one place that we've been there. There's drink on other and you haven't drunk.
Where was the last place that we went? To our management's meeting last week.
Oh yeah,
that's a place that we were at. And
here's the brand deals. We just neck a bottle of wine. No.
Well, that's what you did in yours. I didn't. See, I resisted. I said no. So that's on you. Anyway, cheers.
I love that your defense as to how you're cutting back on alcohol is that you didn't drink in a management meeting.
Right. This is giving fuel to those twats out there that insinuate that I drink every day. I do not. Every other day. No, twice a week, maybe. Unless if I don't go out, I don't go out and I don't drink. Fuck you. Why are you looking at me like I'm like fuck you?
This is what therapists do. They just wait for you to reveal more.
Right, well then, do you know what? From this point onwards, not drinking that. Not drinking.
Right, we'll see how long that lasts.
Not drinking it unless I get thirsty. If I get thirsty, that's a new thing. That's a whole different issue.
That's a bad excuse. I'm just thirsty for vodka.
Actually, it's Malibu. That's barely even any alcohol.
That was my impression of somebody who's thirsty for vodka.
Oh.
This is my impression of you.
Go on. Fuck you. But yeah, to give a bit of advice to this person, I think that you can do many things without alcohol. I used to worry.
Crystal meth.
Why not? Do you know what? Yeah.
I've got one good reason. Oh, two actually.
Go on.
Against the law.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
And cardiac arrest.
Oh, okay. I've never heard her singles, but she sounds good. So I was thinking of Kylie Minogue.
They, this song was originally for her, but they gave it to JLS in the end.
And it hurts with every heartbeat.
My heart won't beat again. It's literally killing
copyright
her.
infringement.
Bless her, cardiac arrest.
JLS sue him.
JLS sue him.
Ooh,
nice.
Hisuian. That is
Sorry, what
Pokemon.
are you talking about?
Hisuian Pokemon.
Oh, cool. That'll be a reference that everyone gets.
I love Pokemon. But yeah, sorry. Back to this. I think.
Do you know anyone
go out and enjoy yourself?
Dry January. What? Anyone know that? You know anyone that did dry January? January.
Chloe was doing dry January. I know her.
So many people I've heard start off with dry January, then go, actually, I've got a time that we're going to go out, so it's going to be damp January because I'm going to drink on that date.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay then. And then they go, well, I've had that one, and then at the end I've got another event that I need to go to, so, you know, it's a bit of a moist January. And at that point, you're just drinking when you would have anyway, yet you're just recognising the days in between that you're not drinking. You're doing what you're doing now, where you come to work, and we have a little drink, and you go, a little bit damp January because, you know, I'm on the job. And the other days you go, I'm not drinking today. Dry January. This is a dry month. The dry Monday today.
It is.
Sick of it.
My stepdad
Get your heads out your asses, people. It's not dry January or moist January or damp January. It's just January. You're treating it like a normal January, but you're just labelling it with varying levels of moisture.
How dare they?
Stupid bastards.
Wow. Very passionate.
Sorry, that really got to me.
It's alright. It's alright.
And that's why I won't be doing dry January. So I need the drink to get past these arseholes that are.
Fair enough. My stepdad does it every year, but he actually does it. And he's boring as fuck. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
How much does he drink normally?
Him and my mum will drink on like weekends. Like they might, if it's just them two and they're not doing anything, then he'll have like a beer, and she'll have like some wine, or they'll share a bottle of wine, like, and watch TV, watch EastEnders.
Is dry January like a charitable thing, or is it just for health?
I think it started as charity, but now it's like, I remember there was like a movement that was like, if you're doing dry January, you can sponsor me to do dry January and whatever. Yeah. Whereas now I just think people just do it.
Fucking attention seekers.
Yeah, fuck off. I don't care if you're not drinking. I don't care. I don't care.
If you manage to complete dry January, congratulations, I'm proud of you. But if you go in saying, but this date I'm going to drink,
then piss off.
What is
Jan.
the point? What is the actual point?
What is the actual point?
Oh, I'm a vegetarian, but I will eat on this date because they're cooking a really nice haggis that day. No, it's not how it works.
And haggis is shit.
Animals don't matter this day.
Oh! Disgusting. You know what?
Coming from someone who loves a baconator. But as we say, you probably can complete a year without drinking.
I believe in you, and I think really go for it, and your true friends will stick by you.
She said how to not deal with peer pressure. How to deal with peer pressure.
I never give in to peer pressure. I'm so not one of those people. I remember when I was in like year 8, loads of my mates bought cigarettes, and I was just like, I'm not going to do it. And they were like, oh, don't be a loser. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You're all
boyfriends
losers.
were getting girlfriends, and you were like, no.
Yeah.
Not happening. Not
And
going to do it, mate.
They were like being invited to parties, and I was like, no, that's shit. Like, who would want to do that? They had like friends, and I was like,
yeah.
Grow up. I only need my own company.
Can't get peer pressured without any peers.
Exactly.
There you go.
That is true. Piers Morgan. Much to think about. Shall we move on?
He's relevant, but
of course. I thought you were referring to him. Can you hear that? Oh. Pick it up. For our audio listeners, we both touched our ear at the same time because the phone started ringing.
Hi, Max and George. We have a big fat problem regarding these 2 girls. Let's call them Stephanie and Molly.
They've always been irritating, but now it's becoming personal.
They used to go for our sloppy seconds, but now they
come
hunted
live
our
from
boyfriend.
CBBC.
Firstly, Stephanie begged my boyfriend for a photo whilst I was stood with him, so I also got in. She then posted it on her Instagram story with a big fat snowflake over my face.
Then both of the girls messaged my boyfriend asking him out for Valentine's weekend, knowing full well we're still together.
Then, when I broke up with my ex, she got engaged to him a week later and she instigated the engagement.
Please help us deal with this big fat trollops. P.S. Love you both.
Jesus.
Right.
Oh, thank you for that, the tweenies.
So-
What was that all about?
So much to unpack there. First of all, why do they all sound like children?
It was like an audiobook for kids.
Yeah.
It's like you were reading Biff and Chip.
They said that this girl... Well, first of all, the girl that put a snowflake over your face and got a picture with you and your boyfriend, bitch, smack her on sight. Second, can't remember what the second one said, but then the third one said that she got engaged to her ex. I thought these were children. But they're getting engaged.
I don't know what on earth. I don't know what's happening.
I don't get it. What's happening?
Jesus Christ.
I got quite dizzy there.
I was just bemused by the fact that it sounded like we were coming live from a creche.
I'm bemused by the fact you just said bemused. Bermuda Triangle.
I knew you were going to say that, and in the same vein, I don't know why you were going to say that. Why?
But you knew.
Yeah.
Much to think about.
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I think fuck that bitch up. To be honest with you.
Who's getting fucked up for what reason?
These girls are out to ruin these girls' lives and their relationships. To get a picture with me and my significant other, then put an emoji over my face and post it, is a direct insult to me.
Yeah. Although, if it's a snowflake, are you then a Are they trying to antagonize you? And anything that you come back with, they're like,
I hate those people. I'm so sorry.
Snowflake.
The people that somebody gets offended over something that's incredibly legitimate to be offended by, and they're like, snowflake, snowflake.
It's the same with those people. Oh, I'm just a big fan of dark humor. No, you're not. You're just a wanker.
Yeah, you're an
There's a
evil
way to make
individual.
Dark things somewhat funny if in context. You can't just the punchline can't just be a disease and then go dark humor, mate. No, you're basically a doctor without a PhD just diagnosing people with diseases for no reason. You're not funny. I don't know what I'm saying here.
Neither are you. Right, okay. I get what you're saying. It's a very easy thing to do to just add something on the end and be like, cancer. It's like, that's actually not funny and takes no... Just because it's outlandish and people would get offended by it doesn't make it funny.
The giggle you get is like a... Why has he said that?
Yeah. It's like, it's quite easy to just say the most offensive things possible.
You're not clever.
You're not big, you're not odd, and you're not clever. What was the question? Oh, they said so many things. To be honest, fuck that bitch up.
What?
Unless it is a child, don't beat up the child. But they got engaged, so it can't be a child.
You were talking about snowflakes. That's where it came from.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that does my head in. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. I feel like we gave shit advice.
What the hell has just happened?
I don't know, but they were singing and they did it all in unison and it creeped me out a little bit. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the effort. They obviously scripted it.
It was enjoyable to listen to, apart from the fact that I had absolutely no idea what I was listening to.
Right, have you just had one come through?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, for our audio listeners, audio, I am honestly, my brain is fried today. I don't feel good. I feel tired. And yeah.
Do you know what my favourite thing in the world to do is?
Shut up.
Listen to influencers moan about their little problems.
Shut
Do you want to hear
up.
about my little problem?
Yeah, go on.
It's in my pants.
Oh, we've all seen it.
And it's been diagnosed.
I wish you'd put it
but
away.
Unfortunately, I've been informed there's nothing I can do about it.
No. Well, you can't help.
There's not much you can do to it either.
Open wounds.
Open wounds?
If they're not going to close, what else can we do at the end of the day?
Is that a
Constant
metaphor for something?
seeping. A metaphor?
I was talking about my penis.
So was I.
My penis is an open wound.
It's got them all over
You
it.
silly thing. That's a vagina.
That's an axe wound.
Back to this. Oh, you foul demon. Hi, George and Max.
Hi.
I hope you're doing well.
Oh.
Max isn't, bless him. He's been moaning all episode.
Yeah.
Basically, I have a younger brother who is 11, which means they're older than 11.
Fit.
And I thought,
I'm joking.
and I thought you guys could help me because you contribute. And I thought you guys could help me because you contribute both ways as
Someone needs help.
Jesus Christ.
Right, do you want to start again?
I don't start again. They need to write this better. I thought it was me going mental. You just are rubbish, illiterate. Because you contribute in both ways. As George is in the closet and Max is a gay icon.
I'm a gay icon. And you're in the... Well, we knew that you were in the closet. That's no surprise to anyone. I didn't realise that this individual thought that. Thank you.
Anyways, I think my brother is some way or another into boys, as he always makes small comments about boys, like he would shag them, and he likes when I do his makeup, and he just gives off those kind of vibes.
Oh. Wow.
I do not know what to do. Should I talk to him about it and tell him about it all? Or tell him about it all? Or should I leave him to figure it out himself? I'm really stuck here, so any help would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Love you both lots.
I mean...
Well, I don't love you, because I'm closeted.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And you hate gay people, so that must be such an insult to you. Anyway, I think... They're 11 years old and you're already trying to make them come out. Like, first of all... Shut the fuck up. Sorry to this person.
Whoa.
But yeah, I'm getting brutal. Second of all, hopefully we're moving into an age where people don't even have to come out anymore. I mean, I know everyone's waiting for you to do it, but you are just... I mean, the day that you post your wedding pics and it's you and a man, I think that'll finally put things to rest. But until then, I don't think...
You think I'm going to have a wedding with somebody,
Yeah.
so... Winner. You look like an idiot now, don't you?
I do, yeah. Can you imagine how awkward a wedding would be? I don't even feel comfortable, like, kissing someone in front of, like, my friends, and I'm going to have to do it in front of everyone
Think of
that
all the
knows
awkward
me.
parts of a wedding, okay? So you've got the vows.
Oh, fuck that.
You have to express your love to your significant other in front of a room of not only your whole family and friends, but their whole family
Oh
and
my
friends.
god.
And then you've got... everyone's got speeches. They do speeches about you.
Oh my god. I'd like that, to be fair. I quite like that.
But the whole lot, the little anecdotes they do, and
Yeah.
But okay, that'd be quite nice.
Yeah,
but
I
then
like
you have to
that.
do a speech as well.
My sister's wedding's coming up, and I am doing a speech, and I'm not prepared for it. I think I'm just going to pretend that everybody's come to see me instead of her.
My friend,
You have friends?
was going to their like auntie's wedding or something, and he had to do a speech. This was when we were in sixth form. He had to do a speech, and he didn't know what to write, so he asked me to write it, and I wrote him a speech, the whole thing. And then he came back, to school like after the weekend and was like, "George, they loved it." And I was like, "Oh, cool." He was like, "Yeah, they were laughing. They thought it was really good." And I was
How
like, "Cool."
did you write a speech for a family member that is not your own that you've never met?
This is so funny. So he I think he still is. He got scampi fries for Christmas. He's a big fan of crisps.
What's scampi fries?
The type of crisp.
Oh,
Come on, connect the dots. There's not
sorry.
much there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I just made the metaphor numerous times leading back to his love of crisps. So I made the speech being like, I don't know much about love because he's never had a girlfriend. Loser.
Sounds
and
very
I said, but I can only equate it to my love of crisps. And then I just kept drawing things back to crisps.
my
And
God,
apparently
that's
people
so
loved
good.
it.
That's
I
really
think they asked
good.
him to do another one or something.
What?
As in like another wedding or something, not just
Stand up.
encore again.
What, so he just then started to do a tour of weddings using crisp jokes.
Yeah.
That's really good. You can really understand why you've got to where you have today. So good. So good.
That's rude.
Did I mention I've got a wedding coming up?
Get Chris Mann in.
And I like cock.
What? It's a bit rogue. I was gonna say you can get Chris Mann in because he accepts all of his invites. He never skips. Okay.
Well, can we just skip past this for a second,
You can't
please?
just reuse the.
Well, I did. So I believe that you should stop forcing your brother to discover something about himself that he maybe hasn't. There's nothing worse. I remember when I didn't even know that I was gay. I'd not even had a boner yet, probably. I'd definitely not ejaculated. And someone was like, "Oh yeah, Max is well gay," and I was like, "Fuck you." I didn't say this, obviously. I probably went, but how rude to like say something about somebody who doesn't even know anything about themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, I am deeply homosexual. Yes, I am. Did I know that at that time? No, I did not. So keep your mouth shut.
All in due time. There's a reason that people are closeted,
Yes.
and that's because they don't feel comfortable showing what's inside of the closet just yet.
Of course.
And that's not up to you. You don't go invade other people's things. You don't take their jacket out, do you?
No.
That's their jacket to wear out with pride.
Oh wow, literally. But yeah, it's also your brother. Like, leave him alone. If he wants to put makeup on and stuff, then let him.
I used to. My sister used to dress me up in her clothes when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I used to. She used to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
And
So did I.
I used to go around in a leotard at home.
Oh, so did I.
You used to go around in my sister's leotard.
I did, yeah.
And I liked gymnastics so much from her little birthday parties she did.
Gymnastics.
I liked gymnastics so much from her little birthday parties that she did that I wanted my own gymnastics party, and my parents had to convince me not to go in a leotard.
Well, to be fair, they don't have much wiggle room for the male genitalia.
Didn't need much wiggle room, trust me.
Fair enough. You're basically like a Ken doll down there, aren't you? Just a mound of flesh with no very like smooth edges. Just a quick bloop.
Not even a quick bloop, just
a
minor one,
just
a literal minor one. I was a child at this time.
Oh,
See, you're talking about a child's little mound. Yeah, that's about there. Also, another fun story about my sister making me cross-dress as a child.
Is it going to be fun? Because the last one was not.
It is a fun story. Look, I'll even tee it up for the TikTok clip.
Oh.
My sister made me cross-dress as a child. There you go. Easy. And then, so we used to always want to have sleepovers in each other's room because we were just like really close. We just used to love each other so much. Well, we still love each other so much. So much, in fact, we made up a song to if our parents were like, "Oh no, guys, not tonight," when we asked to go have a sleepover in each other's room. We'd made a song to convince them where we'd go down. Not each other. That's weird. That's a weird joke to make.
Yeah, that was weird.
We'd go down with each other.
Oh God, on your parents?
No, we'd go down with each other. To make it weird, Max. Arm in arm, and we'd sing our song. Do you want to hear the song?
I want nothing more.
Okay, so our parents would be sat there. We've just heard a "No, guys, not tonight," and we'd go, "We've got one more trick up our sleeve."
George, this sounds so sexual. I can't even go.
No,
guys,
sexual.
not tonight.
Nice...
You made it sexual, first of all.
No,
guys, not tonight. We've got one more trick up our sleeve.
Yeah. We love each other, chava. We love each other. And then in the later years, my sister added a ooh, 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 just for extra vibes. To fill the gap. Stop making it weird.
Have you ever heard your parents having sex?
I'm in the middle of a lovely story here. Cut that shit out.
Carry on.
And then they'd say, fine, because they could see our love. And then we'd go into each other's room, not swap, we'd choose a room, whichever night. Maybe normally I'd go into hers.
Choose a stall, whichever one's free.
I'd go into her. Something weird. I'd go into hers, and we'd swap pajamas.
I'd go into hers.
No, why are you making it weird? It's a nice story. Well, I'd go into my sister's room. We'd swap pajamas, and
You'd swap pajamas.
Yeah, so she'd be in my Spider-Man pajamas, and I'd be in her nightie, and then we'd just go to sleep.
So you slept like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I mean,
we
do you
were
know what?
really-
Each to their own.
Because we were,
I don't judge you.
because we were really loving siblings.
Yeah.
We loved we love each other.
Hmm.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I love that, actually.
Just because me and my sister get on really, really well.
Yeah. Well, I've seen you. Well, you got with each other at the podcast launch.
Why has this
didn't
got?
you?
Stop making it bloody weird.
Oh, that
Max.
wasn't. That was you and that influencer, wasn't it? Starting rumours. Who was it?
People are actually going to believe that now.
If you had to get with an influencer, right? First girl
Right now,
that comes to your
in
head.
the next
yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah. First one that comes to your head.
If you had to get with an influencer in the next 5 seconds, like right now, and it's in close proximity to you, who would it be? Who would that be? 3, 2, 1, go!
If you had to get it with an influencer within a 2-meter radius, who would it be? Can we play a game?
Okay.
I'll come up with an influencer, and you could do the same with me, and then you have to say whether you would get with them or not.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
But
First
we have
one.
to bleep the names out.
Okay. Maybe not. First one.
No.
No. I feel like you would. I would, and I'm gay.
No, but
Actually, I wouldn't.
I don't know how in depth I can go with these things.
Okay. By the way, by get with, we've just mean like kiss them. You don't have to like shag them. Right? You do me. You do me. Hey up, darling.
God, bloody fine, George Clarke.
You? No.
Oh.
I'd be sick. No.
No.
Yeah. We'll blow the mouth as well.
That's a no.
Oh my god. Okay, you do me.
Stop it, Max, with these little teasing sentences. I'm gonna go with.
Yes, but I don't think I could handle it if he spoke. Do you know what I mean?
That's a nice caveat to add.
If he was just like a mindless person, well, I mean, not a reach.
Oh, who's he
Sorry.
talking about?
Oh god, what women do I know?
Yes.
Oh, okay then.
Who did I go for?
No.
Whoa, you can't laugh. That's horrible.
I want.
You can't laugh. That's disgusting.
Right, okay, moving on. Sorry.
That's so mean.
Fuck you. You knew what you were doing there. Shut the fuck up. Right. Okay.
No.
Oh, rude. Anyway.
I feel like I'm giving nothing away. I'm just going yes, no,
no.
no.
I'm just trying to read into it. Right. Go on. No. You mean? That is awful. We're not putting that in. But he looks like a lot. Like, genuinely, a lot. Like, I saw him.
Does that give it away?
Yes, it does. We can't put that in.
This is such a horrible
Yeah, I
experience
don't
for
like
audio listeners.
No, yeah.
What about no, no. Maybe.
Right, one more each.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do me, Max.
Let me think about this one.
No.
Oh, wow. Do you know I did with... That's not getting it.
Oh God, I'm so sorry for all the bleepiness.
Honestly, though, I was so confused. We were in... Wait, well, I'll tell you later. Yeah, that's not,
By the way, I'm
good.
so sorry for the bleeps that you've just
Yeah,
heard.
I know. Sorry for all the bleeps, guys.
And the lack of information I gave. I just said no and yes. You gave a little something. So
right, one more for me
classic
then.
Max. Good
One more for me. And then it's over. Yes. 100%. Have done. Would do it again. Yeah. No, I would not. I would not get with... I'm not young enough. That can say it. I don't give a shit. Right, okay then. Well, yeah, that was a fun little game. We don't usually... We should do more fun games. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got one coming. Wait, no, actually, the phone's ringing. My God, the phone's ringing. Whoa. That's crazy. I didn't even notice.
Hi guys. So I have a bit of a dilemma at the moment because I met a guy about a month and a half ago now, and we were talking a bit after we met at the party. We went on a couple dates, but it was never anything that serious. But he took it to be really serious, planning things for next New Year's Eve together, things for summer, saying he wanted to travel with me, all sorts. And although that's all really sweet in sentiment, it was a lot, given that we had known each other for 2-3 weeks when he started planning all of this. So eventually I broke it off with him because it was getting too intense. But he's still messaging me, messaging my friends, trying to call me, tagging me in TikToks, like really suggestive TikToks, and basically won't leave me alone, even though I've already broken it off. How should I reject him so that he'll get the message across? Because he doesn't seem to be getting it.
First of all, what is a suggestive TikTok? We both looked at each other. Actually, when I
just realised as soon as I heard, before I heard that, I was just focused on one area, like in my own little world, and then I just sort of snapped out at suggestive TikTok.
Oh, well, we all know why.
About me.
Yeah.
I don't know what a suggestive TikTok would be. Maybe one of mine.
I don't know about that. I got TikTok on my stepdad's phone, and it was so funny. Like, I made him get the app, and his For You page off the bat was just these girls with like basically their tits out.
Same with my dad downloaded it to watch my videos, and he was like, George, I'm trying to watch your videos, but I keep getting ones of girls coming up.
Yeah, how mad. But anyway, what were we saying? Oh, have you ever had it where you've had to, how would you like let someone down? Because I had a situation where I went on one date with a boy, did not really like, in fact, we didn't even go on a date. I think I just went over to his. We like bumped in, we'd been speaking, and then we bumped into each other on a night out. Then I went back to his, then we probably slept together. I'm just throwing a ball out there. I don't know, because I was catching balls that night.
Ugh, absolutely disgusting.
That was horrible.
Max, of course, on about his spherical penis.
Yes, of course. And then he was like, oh, I want to go out with you. And I was like, oh no, I'm getting bad vibes from this guy. Like, I just don't want to. Well, it was not that deep. He sent me paragraphs.
Was that the problem?
Yes, it
wasn't
was.
That deep.
Yeah, it wouldn't go. He sent me paragraphs as to why we should be together, reasons why, because I was about to move to London. So I was like, oh no, I just don't think it'll work. Like, I was not looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
Sent me paragraphs, was oddly into me, like knew too much about me, things that I'd not even told him. So he'd obviously been like, and this was before I had like any social media following or anything.
Yeah.
So I was so creeped out by it. Kept trying to like let him down, like easy, and he was relentless. Said that he was going to come to my house and like take me out, and he was like, I'm going to treat you right. I was like, I don't need to be treated anything. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then about a year later, I went back to Newcastle to go on a night out with my uni mates. Saw him in the queue for a club. And then I was just like, oh, like, hi, because we were literally next to each other. Comes up to me, punches me in the stomach. Like, And then he's like, oh, you all right? Like, mate, like, acting all, like, pally with me. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, oh, I was just, like, playing around. And my friend turned on him. She was like, who the fuck are you? I was like, what? Literally punched me in the stomach. And then he was like, well, he shouldn't have just like pied me off then. And I was like, I just slept with you. I sleep with most of my family members. That means nothing. What? Why would you say that?
That's
weird.
You do this a lot, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Family members.
But yeah, so I don't really have any
about.
advice, because I tried to let someone down easy, and a year later they punched me in the stomach. So I don't know. Do you have any advice? How do you let the plethora of women that just
I've got a
throw themselves at you?
I just use a soundboard now.
Do you? What's
Yeah.
on that soundboard?
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
Pretty easy one.
Busy.
Yeah, they go, oh, I think I like you. Busy.
No.
How do you get about it? I don't know. I think just be honest.
And what do you say? I'm really sorry.
I
know that it won't make sense to most people, but I have a very strange relationship with my family, and it doesn't allow me time.
Stop projecting your problems onto me.
Right. Okay.
I'd
Fair
say
enough. I mean, fair enough.
You're if this is true, I'd say you're a lovely girl.
Oh.
Got a lot of things going for you.
What if it's not true? What would you say? If they were awful on the first date?
Absolute slag. Hate ya. Bye-bye.
Have you ever been on a bad date where you can tell it's bad and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that I've got to go through this?
I don't think so, no.
I have, and I left halfway through.
Oh.
Yeah. I went to Turtle Bay.
I did have this guy that I went on a date with, this northern bloke. He had a big gap in his teeth.
And then he's changed now,
and
hasn't
he left halfway through.
Yeah.
That was the only bad one that I've had.
Yeah, fair enough. Brand new person now. He's got new teeth. Zoom in. Yeah. Anyway, I went on a date to Turtle Bay.
Nice.
And it was near my uni accommodation. And I got there too early by accident, like 15 minutes early.
Whoops.
So when I used to do stuff like that, I would like hide around the corner because I didn't want them to see me waiting.
Like a cartoon, hands on the wall, just peeking around the corner.
Yeah. And I didn't want him to like see me like waiting, and I just felt a bit uncomfortable about it all. So I was like, I'll just hide around the corner, and then he's the first one there. So I waited.
He has to wait, and he has to feel uncomfortable.
Well, so I waited for him to like walk into the place where we're going to Turtle Bay.
And he was on the other corner.
I see him around this other corner, and then so I'm like, oh, he's waiting as well. Like we're both waiting for each other to not be the first one. So then I start to walk. He then walks and then gets out, walks back on himself, gets change out of his pocket and gives it to a homeless person because he's seen me there. So he wanted me to see him give change to a homeless person. And I was like, if you're doing that, you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, not for a performative, like, you want me to see it.
Yeah, or like a YouTube video.
Well, yeah, like you do. Coming soon, by the way, guys. Subscribe. And I was just like, that instantly put me off a little bit. Then I saw that he was wearing joggers and a jumper when I wore, like, jeans, like a nice, like, T-shirt and whatever.
Did not get the dress code.
At all. I mean, it was Turtle Bay, but still, Turtle Bay can be a bit fancy if you're going for cocktails.
Turtle Slay.
Yeah. Ew. And yeah, halfway through I walked off.
Oh.
He also kept saying really homophobic things, which was weird because he was on a date with a man.
Yeah.
He would say things like, God, yeah, I just fucking hate gay people. Like, I just kind of want... And he basically insinuated that he wanted to have a secret relationship with me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't into that. But 3 years later, we've got a podcast together, so do you know what I mean? It's going strong.
Very peculiar.
But yeah, so my advice would be just fuck them off, to be honest with you. Just say, soz, not into it. See you later, darling.
Be honest, but be...
respectful.
Kind.
Yeah.
Honesty.
If you want to. If they're a dick, tell them.
Yeah, if they've been an absolute...
wanker.
Penis, then hold back the kindness.
Oh.
You've really upset me.
Yes.
And I'm not happy about it.
I'm not happy.
You ain't seeing this face again until Saturday when you leave.
In the words of...
Bacon is good for
yeah.
me. I got what
she
you were
is
throwing
not. She's
down
the
there.
queen and we the sour people.
She's acting like she's the queen and we're the sour people.
Is there an echo in it?
Is that what you just said?
That's really weird.
I think I've just had something come through to my computer. That's French for computer.
Not a notification, hey?
That's rude.
Lonely bastard.
Yeah, thank you.
Jesus
Bosh.
Christ.
For the audio listeners, I was just sending an extensive email, and now the printer is printing off. Let's see how
really
this
don't
goes.
need. So I say this every week. Really don't need to explain to the audio listeners how.
I
printer
absolutely
works.
do. Audio listeners, give me a thumbs up.
Audio listeners, just enter your local library and you'll see all of this going on.
Audio listeners, give a thumbs up. In fact, right, if you're listening right now and you're on some form of public transport, wave to the person next to you because they might be listening at the exact same point, at the exact same time as you are. So
Or,
wave
even
to
better,
them.
Just do this for you. If you're listening on public transport, go. Oh God!
Oh.
This podcast, the Useless Hotline pod. Oh my God, this is brilliant. I would recommend this to a friend.
Yeah.
And then go, oh, sorry guys, I didn't realise I said that out loud.
Yes, and then go, everyone should give it 5 stars and like it and subscribe. That's a really good idea. Anyway, hi Max and George.
Hi.
I'm scared of my 8-year-old brother for several reasons. Number 1, he threw my hamster at a wall and killed it. Okay. Number 2, he threw a hammer at my head and cut it open. Number 3, he often throws random objects at me for no reason. Number 4, he talks about eating human flesh. I added that one, but I feel as though that's the route that it's going. I don't want to be scared of him, but it's hard when it feels like I'm living with a psychopath. My friends think he looks like Ted Bundy when he was younger. Okay, kill your brother.
Days, well, I don't think killing the brother is the option here.
Punch the brother.
I'd say
Arrest him.
heavily discipline the brother.
Punch the brother.
No, no punches needed.
I think arrest him.
I don't think you can arrest an 8-year-old.
11.
Oh, 11. You said 8.
It did say 8.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Silly boy.
I think if you see early signs that somebody is going to be a murderer, then watch them like a hawk. And then by the time that they turn into an adult, if it also still looks like they're going to be a murderer, tell the police. I don't care if it's your family.
The murderer.
But some of those things, if you watch them documentaries, you can't prevent it. They come from loving homes. They have great lives. They have everything going for them. They're good looking. They're charismatic. And then they're a murderer. Is your brother fit? He's 8. So we'll let George be the decider.
Yes. So upsetting to keep throwing these allegations my way, isn't it?
I think this is not normal. And you should contact somebody that isn't us, because we can't do fuck all. But what we can do is tell you to contact someone else that can do something. Is the
hamster okay, or did it die?
It died.
It died.
That's a bit much for my liking.
That's a forceful throw.
It is.
A hamster is a durable bastard.
Yes, and they're 8 years old, which means that if they're already
hell of an arm on him for an 8-year-old.
What?
Hell of an arm on him for an 8-year-old.
Oh, yeah. If they're summoning that much strength at 8 years old, what they're going to be able to do at 9, 10, 11, 12?
You've got
God
a Goliath
forbid,
on your hands. If you were to, I don't know, not feed it for the next few years, then it may level it back onto normal playing fields.
Right.
But if you're working with to not pull my words here, a mutant. If you've got a little mutant 8-year-old running around the house, that's
a totally different
Trouble
story,
City
really,
Central.
isn't it? If your brother is a mutant and they have superhuman strength, first of all, can they come round to my house? Because I have some walls that need punching through. Second of all, contact the authorities. And third of all, don't tell Marvel, because they'll snap him right up.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell the advice that you've just given is, if I'm completely honest with you. What were the other things? So he threw a hamster at a wall.
He threw a hammer at her head and he throws objects at her.
Oh, a hammer at the head.
A hammer at the head is very violent.
Maybe.
I think that this child needs
shark.
incarcerating.
Could be a shark fan. Maybe it was Shark Week on National Geographic.
What does that mean?
Hammerhead.
Oh.
I got hit on the head with a hammer when I was younger.
Really?
Not a real one. Still hurt though. My friend's famous clip amongst our family just poked his head through the little Wendy house, hit me on the head with a hammer for no reason.
I once had a 2-ton gate hit me there on the head.
The gate to a pyramid?
A gate.
A 2-ton gate? That is mental. Wow. What were you doing near a pyramid?
Today. I'm not doing this today, George. I'm not doing this today.
I got hit in the head with an iron before.
A metal gate. What? An iron?
we just got. This is a funny story. Well, at least it better be, because it is in my head. When we were at uni, we got back from a night out, and we were all chilling in this one of the person's kitchens. This was first year, so everybody was just chilling in the same kitchen. We just go to a
fucking radical brother. Yeah.
Crazy
kids.
I was sat down on the floor because all the chairs were taken up by the bigger kids.
Legend.
Big sad. And somebody either threw an iron, or I was
an actual iron.
Yeah, or the iron was. I think the iron was above my head, and somebody threw something, and it knocked the iron off, and then it just landed on my head.
I'd be fuming.
Yeah, I was hurt before.
Internal bleeding.
But then, my head's been hit by an iron.
I got scared.
Some girls came back, and that cheered me up. No, some girls came back, and they had, on their way back from the club, walked past a Cornish ice cream shop and just ripped the sign off the front of it.
Where did you go to uni
and
again?
Walked in Exeter.
Makes sense. Carry on.
These wacky characters.
At the Cornish ice cream shop.
Cornish ice cream sign. And walked in. It was a really long one. And then we were all like, why have you done that? And they sort of had a moment of clarity. They were sort of clouded in Cornish ice cream beforehand. And then they went, they snapped out of it and thought, what have I done? This is a crime. I'm a criminal now.
Yeah.
So because it was so thin, they posted it under someone's door. Someone that we didn't know. So they would have woken up the next day with a sign for a Cornish ice cream shop just in the middle of their room.
Yeah, George, I'm going to tell you, it probably was funnier to be there.
Oh, only because you've bloody deaded it, you boring bitch. The amount of times that I've fake laughed to make you seem happy. Not going to do it again, Max.
Right, I went through... maybe it's only because I've had the experience of when I was at university, I stole about 8 to 10 street signs, including stop signs, traffic cones, work ahead signs.
I sure hope it does.
I knew that... I literally was going to say I knew that you would try and do that reference. Don't even know if that was there, but I just knew that you would do that reference. And then I got threatened to be evacuated from that student accommodation if I didn't stop stealing road signs. Yeah, so your pathetic, quite frankly, pathetic Cornish fucking pasty or whatever it was, street sign that means absolutely nothing to me. Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. Sorry, George.
Yeah, that was really funny, mate.
Sorry.
Funny story.
You and your Cornish ice cream can go and get fucked.
Tell it again.
To be honest with you. Oh, wait, you would do it, but it's under some randomers doors. You don't even know where it is. Fuck you.
Bloody legend. Don't think I've ever heard of a uni student bringing back a roadwork sign. Ooh.
What about a Cornish ice cream
Shiver
sign?
me timber. When have you ever heard of a uni student bringing back a sign for a shop?
Every day. Literally, that's the most common thing that I get commented on my posts.
Oh, you'll never guess what I did at uni, George. I dressed up a traffic cone as a Christmas tree.
Didn't do that, actually.
I fucking bet you did.
I did. But I'm not going to tell him that. Right. I think that we gave out some successful advice.
I don't know what we did. If
I don't either. But I had a good time. And that's what counts in the end. Aww. Look at us, podcasting away. Just got this little humble small business that we started up one day, and now look at it flourish. Wow, I'm so proud of me. So nice, isn't it?
Wow. If you liked, if you're watching, give us a like and a subscribe. If you're listening, download it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Give us a rating. Tell us how we did, and just get ready for the next episode. It's going to be absolute bloody banger, mate.
Don't do anything until next Sunday. If you would like to send in a dilemma, then please do so to theuselesshotlinepodcast@gmail.com. Or if you would like to send in a voice note that will be played through our mobile telephone device, then please do so at the Useless Hotline Pod on Instagram. And until next time, if you've got a Cornish ice cream sign, keep it to yourself. It's against the law. Or if you own that Cornish ice cream sign now, call in. What a full circle moment.
We inspired... Not we, it wasn't me.
Oh.
Maybe they inspired a little Exetonian to become a Cornish ice cream owner.
Oh, if you now own a Cornish ice cream store in Exeter, please let us know.
Because of an omen that was posted under your door.
Then please get in touch.
He woke up and went, oh man. He didn't woke up, he woke up.
And now we're going to go to sleep. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye. Love you. Mwah.